Recently, Amazon rolled out a new change in the Kindle Direct Publishing community that wasn't so well received among a specific niche of writers. KDP stripped ranks of certain types of books and further suppressed the searchability on their site. What niche was it, and did it affect you? Find out today as I address the Kindle Publishing romance books' rank removal and suppression. Stay tuned. Welcome to Self-Publishing with Dale, where you'll learn tips and strategies for publishing your own books. Before we jump into things, and regardless of the niche you publish in, you need to have a solid action plan when launching your next book. Why not have a sensible and practical step-by-step plan in the bestseller book launch checklist? To get your hands on my go-to resource for publishing books, head over to selfpublishingwithdale.com/checklist. A few weeks ago, Amazon rolled out a change on their platform without any prior notice. They began stripping the bestseller ranking from erotica books and other books they perceived as sexual in nature. Authors who were pulling in thousands of dollars in sales in a day saw their paychecks almost dry up altogether. After all, a bestseller ranking is one of the many ways to make your title discoverable. Without that ranking, you considerably diminish your chances of discovery. Add to it, Amazon suppresses erotica books so that they can still maintain a family-friendly browsing experience. Often, self-publishing insiders refer to erotica suppression as the dungeon, which is rather fitting considering the type of content. What's funny is that Amazon still allows easy searchability for phallic-shaped adult toys while suppressing a product that requires time, attention, energy, and the key element, literacy, to fully consume. No, I'm not going to press too hard on how their double standard is blatantly apparent. I will, however, point out that this rank removal didn't just screw over the erotica authors. What happened is Amazon swept through all the indie authors and began to blanket all authors with anything perceived as sexual in nature. This means some romance books and books with specific keywords in the title or content were thrown under the bus. I'd even heard of an author who wrote books completely free and clear of romance or erotica was tossed into the pile of deranked and suppressed books. The public outcry was fierce, and it was one of the times I've seen the indie publishing industry work together to strike down a senseless policy. For the record, I'm not an erotic author or romance writer, but I did find this sudden shift in policy outright lunacy. Amazon cut off their nose to spite their face. If that's the case, then what exactly were they doing it for? Was it to maintain their family-friendly browsing experience? Or is this more symptomatic of a larger issue? Many speculate that Amazon's recent shift in policy was due in large part to the SESTA and FOSTA acts. I can see how some would assume Amazon reacted in such a swift fashion so they aren't lumped in with any perceived violations of the SESTA and FOSTA acts. Wanting to know more about what went wrong, I reached out to Amazon and stated this. Recently, I noticed erotica and some romance books lost all bestseller ranking and nearly dropped off general searches altogether. I've searched for a statement from Amazon about this recent shift in policy, but can't seem to find it. I've heard speculation about content being stripped of ranking to protect the family-friendly appearance of Amazon and honoring already instated policies. To further confuse this matter, I noticed an overtly sexual book like 50 Shades of Grey still remains at the top of the charts with a ranking. Am I to believe large publishing house books are exempt from this rule, or that the rules only apply to independent authors? If you don't have the answers, then I'd love to reach out to someone who can provide better clarification. Not to be confused, I have no erotica or romance books to speak of. I'm simply curious about this topic and would like clarification in case I want to publish to erotica or romance. Well, the good news was that before they had a chance to respond to me, the bestseller rankings magically appeared back on the product pages. Erroneously suppressed books returned to business as usual, and all seemed well in the land of Amazon. Within a couple of days, Amazon responded to my email with, "A recent change to the Kindle store inadvertently caused the sales rank for some titles within Erotica Browse Path to lose their bestseller ranking on Amazon. We have corrected this issue. The only thing that was affected was the display of sales rank. Other key aspects of discoverability, such as search, were unaffected." Though I reached back out to Amazon for further comment, I've yet to hear anything back. If you're an indie author, and even if you aren't an erotica or romance author, then you should sit up and take notice. Amazon will act according to what they perceive as the best interests of their company and customers. Thankfully, in this instance, enough indie publishers pushed back that Amazon gave way. But this is further proof that Amazon should be merely viewed as a tool for your self-publishing business and not the be-all, end-all resource of all your needs. What's to stop them from denying access to specific types of books that they feel are tied to trending events or tragedies? Who's to say they won't pull the rug out from horror authors or humor books when those niches are against someone's religious beliefs? Look, don't get me wrong, Amazon's great and they bring in the cheddar for me, but you should always have a backup plan or additional ways to expand your self-publishing business. Until then, I've got you back and I'll provide you with the most relevant information in the world of self-publishing. If you appreciate the information I shared with you today, then share it with one other person who would enjoy it too. Till later, it's been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll catch you soon.